Welcome to Jake on the Lake. Today I'm paddling in the Grand River again. This is the third part of an installment. If you haven't seen the first two parts, you will miss who killed the Grand River Inquisitor, so you might want to check those out as well. Today I'll be paddling from Grand Ledge into Portland. I started off at Jaycee Park in Grand Ledge, and I'm gonna skip about the first mile and a third. It's through Grand Ledge, which I've already recorded in greater detail in a previous video, the Lansing to Grand Ledge video. I started off just after 10 a.m., probably about 10:03 and 53 seconds and 27 milliseconds, roughly. The day was completely sunny. I had blue skies to start with. I ended up with a few cumulonimbus clouds, but it was absolutely beautiful. The sky throughout this video is one of my favorites through all of my videos. It was about 70 degrees when I started out, and it reached about 80 degrees. The whole trip was about 26 miles as I measured on Google Maps. One of the things I really liked about this paddle is just how natural it was. We start at the Portland State Game area right after Benton Road, and from there almost all the way into Portland, it is completely natural. You do see a few deer stands and you do pass by some farm fields, but otherwise it's almost completely wooded and natural. I saw so many deer and eagles and herons. I saw hawks. It's just a great place if you want to check out some wildlife. I'll be starting us off here at the portage sign down by the dam.
Canoe portage ahead, keep left, really said. So we're gonna. I'm betting it's just the dock straight ahead. That's what I saw when I came down here last time. So I am going to be sticking to the left and hoping for the best. There is a treatment plant right here. I can smell it. It's pretty rough this morning. It's pretty rough. Man, it smells terrible. The water smells absolutely awful here. And I believe this is where I'm expected to get out, is this dock here. I do not wish to go up any further, but it looks friggin' nasty. It smells really bad. Yep, Grand Ledge Dam portage. Alright. I really do not want to get wet here. This is why I brought my line. Here I am at the Grand Ledge Dam portage. I have just pulled my boat out of the water. The water is stinky. There is a sewage treatment plant here close by. Here's the top view of the dam. And let's go check it out. I still haven't walked ahead. Alright, I'm gonna leave my boat here and see what the portage is like. I'm not going to put my wheels on because it looks narrow. Some stairs here. Might be the easiest way. I think I'm going to take the stairs. Alright, I think I have a plan. Let's portage! There we go. This all looks really shallow right here. It looks like there's some deeper water off to the right, river right. See if I can find some deeper around this bend. I would carry my boat over this. just looking deeper right here. This might be a good spot. Yeah, my big thing is I just don't want to, I want to touch this water as little as possible right here. There's a sewage treatment plant. I just don't want to play around with it. It smells gross. All right, I'm gonna go grab my boat and keep on carrying it. Here at the Grand Ledge Portage, it went well. I'm in the boat. I have not gotten wet. My feet did not even go in the water, which makes me very happy. This water it smells foul. Be sure you can get up onto a dock, is what I'll say. The Grand Ledge Dam is over here. I'm about to remount the GoPro to the front of my boat and get going from there. All right. Good amount of current, that makes me happy. Taking off here with a good push. Nice. That should have been the hardest part. Everything else should be easy breezy now. Got our obligatory Heron footage. Oh, he's going through a tree tunnel. Oh, a Heron after my own heart. Go follow him some more. Oh, here's the Heron in the trees again. Old wooded tunnel.
The Grand River is sort of studded with all these little natural islands. If you come up on one, I strongly recommend taking the narrow path. They're chock full of trees, loads of birds. Every single time, it's worth it.
This might be the wrong way through this island. It's very shallow. It looks like a cool view. Yeah, not bad at all. Not bad at all. Just seen a bald eagle. Seeing if I can turn around and catch a little bit of them. Up at the top of the trees, skimming over the tops. This is beautiful, and I am really enjoying every moment. Bald eagle already out to greet me. Not even 3 miles into the trip. Found a piece of treasure. Doing all right. So far, it's been pretty clean though. I have not seen much garbage either on the shore or down below. This is a very nice stretch of river after the dam. I believe that the dam, you can go park there and put in. Putting in is a little bit tough, but if you can get somebody to pick you up downriver from here, I would recommend it. I would recommend it. It is very beautiful, very natural. It's been quiet. About half a mile back there was a house and I heard somebody using a power tool, but since then it has been wind and birds and my paddling. It is beautiful out here today. There are 3 hawks circling above me. Let's see if I can turn it up. Catch a glimpse of them. I'm wondering if there's something they're stalking or if they're just having a good old hawk time. I don't know. I don't know what hawks like to do. That, apparently. Alright. Yeah, I'm liking this new mount. The new mount is a little bit closer. I can get to it a little bit easier. It doesn't have all of the features of the old mount, but it's working and it is more stable than the old mount. I'm watching it and it is not bouncing around. The old one I had to use my shoe to keep it steady. This one seems rock solid, rock solid. It's a lot lighter though. Beautiful rocks up ahead. I'm gonna avoid them because it's through the weeds. I'm actually gonna go through these rocks because it looks to be the better path. Alright, and State Road is clearly labeled, which is nice. I love it when they label the bridges. It helps me find where I am. It looks like you could probably put in right around here if you wanted to. I don't know how good the parking is up top, but it looks like it goes straight into some residential right here on the side, so maybe they would request that you don't use their side. This may be the livery that I've seen here. Yep, I'm seeing a sign for kayak rental. Excellent. This little island would be a beautiful spot to stop for lunch, but I am not hungry enough yet. I have an apple with me that I think I'm going to munch on before I stop for actual lunch. I might save the apple till later. I might do lunch first. I'm not sure. I did not bring any chocolate this time. I just didn't have any good chocolate. So that's the way it goes. I think that maybe I'll just win the lottery. I feel like that would answer a lot of my problems. What would I do if I won the lottery? Well, of course, there's the typical answers of pay off my house, pay off my car, have those just to have them, do a lot of traveling. I'd invest in some businesses. I'd like to see, I would give a chunk of money to see an art type thing popping up for kids. I feel like one of the things that we were blessed with early on in life at Spartan Village Elementary School was a great art teacher and a great music teacher. And the art teacher and the music teacher would sort of go around the school. They'd have different classes on different days. And it was just kind of a blast. We learned a lot, and art was just encouraged. Music and singing was encouraged. And I feel like those need to be in addition to the STEM style subjects, but I feel like they enrich your education. And I miss that for children, I guess. I mean, I guess I don't need to go back to elementary school myself. I can count to 1,000,000. My niece and nephew were there when I went to pick up my dad to have him drop me off here for kayaking. They had spent the night last night, I guess. They do that from time to time. Gives my sister a nice little break. Gives my niece and nephew a little break. Walked in. My nephew goes, "What are you doing here?" It's like, anything I want, you little punk. You little cheeseball punk. It's about 12:20. I'm coming up on Benton Road. And on the map, not too much further than I was at the last bridge. But, of course, the river is looped up and around many miles. My goal this time is to put up the times, put up the distances, and get myself an average speed between different spots. So, yeah. If I can't do it with the GPS, because it just eats my phone's battery, I will do it with the map. GPS would be more accurate, but this is what I can do right now. I can do the map. Thank friggin' goodness. Just stopped on a small grassy lip here to stretch my legs. There's a little fire pit over here. A nice little hidden spot. I did not see any path going back anywhere. Gigantic old ancient tree. 5 trunks coming out of this that are easily the size of a regular tree. This thing is massive. Looks like somebody cut one off and made a little bench over here as well. Just a beautiful little area. Alright, leaving the retreating spot. We're coming up on a park area, it looks like. It's 12:47. I still have not yet eaten lunch. I'm going to try to paddle a little bit further. The park area looks vast. I know that at some point I'm going to come upon Chief Okemos' grave. And yeah, I definitely see where it is. I've never been there before. It may just be a park. It may be woods. I have no idea. We will see. I was able to clean up that campsite a little bit, which is nice. Find a good spot to put the trash. My front hatch is not full, but maybe about a third the way full. Hey, people like to leave stuff behind. One side of the island looks easy and passable. The other one is filled with debris. So I'm headed over to debris. Somebody jumped. That was cool. Smells very green back in here. Heron just goes flying by as I pull up to these beautiful rocks. Another fish jumps in the water. This is just beautiful. This is a wonderful day. Another of these old growth trees with multiple trunks coming out of it. It looks like there's a stand of some sort. Looks like somebody probably hunts here. What a beautiful spot. What a beautiful spot. Coming back to the main branch of the Grand River here. This is just an island off to my right. Private property. This island is private property. That is fine. It's beautiful. Alright. End of the island. That was a great path. And some giant... Is that a bald eagle? There's a bald eagle to finish it off. Straight ahead. Just coming around the bend to this old train bridge. It's not marked on the map with a name, but I can find out how far it is. The time right now is 1:26. I'll go for maybe another half an hour and stop for lunch. I'm getting some good speeding through here. I believe it's a train bridge. It might just be a regular bridge. Wooden slats. Some areas missing. Pretty cool. Giant eagle just swooped down in front of me. Beautiful. Alright. Coming up on what I thought was the golf course, but now looks more like a farmer's field. Beautiful area. Still looking for a good spot to stop for lunch. That would be a fun spot to sit. Alright, I'm leaving my lunch spot. It is going to be behind me in the view. A great lunch. It is now 2:18. Heading on downward. We are right around the start of the golf course area. Sometime soon. Sometime soon. And then comes Chief Okemos' grave, which I'm very interested to see. Should be off to our right around a giant bend in the road. I find it's helpful to look at the map beforehand, give myself little reference points. It helps me achieve the little goals easier, you know. See how many bridges there are, see how many landings there are, that sort of thing. And then in the short term, I keep myself occupied with tree tunnels. Alright. Nope. That one has all sorts of rocks under it. No tree tunnels for now. It's alright. We'll live. I feel like I'm making good time. It's kind of hard to tell. But the river is quick and I've been able to keep a good steady pace. For lunch, I had my absolutely delicious curry. It is great with that roasted red pepper in there. Having fun navigating through some of these weeds. It's the old can I go without touching any major ones. Rock. Looks like more rocks. Nope. Just weeds. Has some major weeds there. Good times. Little gravel island coming up here. That's what it looks like. There's usually a lot of birds that visit these islands. Yeah, it seems to be no exception. Lots of feathers, lots of bird dung, and a chair for the king of them to sit on. Oh, it's facing me. Alright, as we pass by, you can see these islands. It's almost always facing out. Probably can't even see it. Probably in the way. I'm trying to figure out what road this is. Just because I like to have these things for the data. 219 Charlotte Highway. Turn back around. Yeah, this has been a great paddle. The river is super easy. There have been a lot of spots where I thought, you know, I'll see if I can wiggle through that without touching. But there have been those shallow spots, but in each one, there's been a nice area where you could very easily make it through as well. I get great speeds in through here. My GPS had at one point told me, you know, close to 5 miles per hour, which made me feel like I need a better way to measure it more accurately, because I don't want to start telling people and then have somebody come out and be like, my buddy's got a speed gun in his trunk. Let's go test. Get going real fast, and it's like 2.8. That'd be a bummer. I've just spotted the Charlotte Bridge, or the Charlotte Highway Bridge here. Great shot. Oh man. I like that. I got a rock coming up I have to worry about. Tree tunnel. Rock. Alright. Big rock in the middle of the river here. This is some fun water here. Ooh, this is a nice shot. This is fun. Reason. Beautiful. Nice. All right. Charlotte Bridge. Port. It's painted from distance. It looked like a lunar shuttle type painting. I think now it's just the way it's been scraped away over the days. Ah, well, I'm gonna say it's a lunar shuttle painting. Other side is blank. Just trust me. Charlotte Highway at 237. I need to have like a ding. I need to have a ding. Yeah, that's what I need for my pop-up stuff. I've been thinking about this. Like, stuff that pops up needs to ding. Alright, it's about 2:45. I'm coming up on what is marked on Google Maps as Chief Okemos' grave. I will be sticking to river right around an island up here. I believe it should be on my right-hand side. Looks very well maintained and beautiful around here. This paddle has been fantastic so far.
At some point in this clip, I'm passing by the grave of Chief Okemos. Chief Okemos was born sometime around the 1770s and died in 1858. He was a chief in the Chippewa Nation. He lived between this area of Portland and Okemos, and he died in Shimnicon, which is a village that was a little north of Portland. His monument was not visible from the river. I did see a bunch of keep out signs and private property signs, so I didn't really want to get out and check it out. But this is really just an absolutely beautiful stretch of river. Like most stretches of river, I just recommend going paddling down it.
Smells beautiful around here.
I was able to clean up a few little pieces of garbage in one of the down branches, but just had a great quiet time paddling through this beautiful area.
I see some fall colors up in front of me. Not ready for it yet. Not ready for it yet. I would prefer that summer goes on. No, I don't want to say that. Not forever. We need the cycle. The way the world is going, soon our summers will go on forever. I hope not. I hope we can get it together. I hope we can work together and get it together. I feel like there's a lot of anger out there right now. Anger and fear. I was talking to someone online who wanted to buy 50 pounds of onions locally. Wanted to know where they could buy that. So I was curious, what do you need 50 pounds of onions for? I was thinking, what do I know that takes a lot of onions? Oh man, like Dora what? I don't know. I didn't know why someone would need 50 pounds of onions. So I asked them, because that's what you do when you don't know. And they said that they were going to jar them up. And I said, really? Really? Okay. So I said, wow, why don't you just, get some later, Why do 50 pounds of onions? Onions are all over the place, and they said that they were fearing upcoming food shortages, and that kind of hit me weird. I've never feared food shortages. When we started COVID, there were sometimes things, like specific things that I couldn't find. There were the paper products, but really that was okay. Everybody survived that. I started using towels, like rags. Sorry, rags is the appropriate word. Towel is something you dry your body with after a shower. So I started using rags. That has cut down on my paper towel use. Started only wiping every other poop. It's been itchy. Okay, that's a lie. What was I saying? But yeah, the fear. I had a lot of the fear when the pandemic first started. I stayed home for multiple months. I didn't go out much. I think I've already talked about this on a previous video. But I don't fear COVID as much anymore. So that's nice. But I don't know. I got into another argument with somebody online who had seemingly irrational fear. I was talking about how, you know, we don't win this current divide of America. We don't win it by arguing and yelling and fighting. We win it by getting to know our neighbors again, by doing cookouts, by doing, you know, inviting them over for a beer on your porch, potlucks, that kind of thing. This person went kind of nuts and wanted to know, well, they hate LGBTQIA plus people. Are you saying I should, you know, have a beer with a neo-Nazi? And it's like, well, if somebody's a neo-Nazi, if you're actually dealing with actual neo-Nazis, then, you know, don't have a beer with them if you don't want. That is smart. It's probably smart. I don't think I would either. I don't want to be seen associated with somebody like a neo-Nazi. But my family is hardcore Republican. You know, my Uncle Tom, he died of COVID because he just didn't believe it was a thing, and he believed that the vaccine was a hoax and going to kill him, and all this bullshit. He had the fear, and he died. My buddy Sean, the same thing happened. And, you know, they're good people. Well, as much as any of us are good people, I'm a shit person as well. All of us, let's get together for a barbecue. Let's have some beers and everybody go home by like 7:30. A nice casual evening. Doesn't have to be a rager. Doesn't have to be a party where people get drunk and then start saying things they shouldn't. But get to know your neighbors. Anyway, I just got done with a quick bathroom break and lost my shoes trying to get back in off a weird little stump. It's alright though, here they are. Luckily this tree here stopped them. Sent a text to my parents showing them where I am. I am at the game reserve. I am at the bottom bend of it, the last bottom bend. It goes up and down like a little heart chart thing from the hospital. I'm about to come around a bend, start heading north, and eventually make my way into Portland. The river continues to be beautiful here. Just completely natural. Sadly, I'm getting out of the game reserve soon. I'll be going north through it for a while, but then it starts to become residential again. It's alright. I have had hours and hours of natural river, and it has been fantastic. Oh, I just saw another fish jump. I can't say how much I've enjoyed this paddle. The Grand River at its best. So far each time I have been greatly rewarded by coming around these smaller sides of the islands. The portion closest to shore. And this one is just another beautiful view. It is fantastic. Paddling in through the spots of sun in this river, it's really nice. It's just peaceful and calming. Off to my left is a farmer's field. Off to my right is an island. Straight in front of me is a huge rock. that out a little bit. I think that soon I'm going to stop for a little break, maybe eat some of that apple, drink some water, check out that Heron. Alright, and now we're past the island. Gonna hit this tree tunnel, call it good. Some little tiny fish chomping at something in the water, just sort of swimming upstream. Just tiny little fish. Stopped here to munch on my apple for a bit, take a little water break, a little paddling break. Kind of cool. Down this way too. Alright. Apple time. That apple was delicious. I'm leaving my little hiding spot here. Ooh. Saw that one coming a little bit too late. So I dodged the rocks and scrape up the bottom of my boat. Ah well. That was fun. That was a lot of fun. Yeah. Being many miles down, having a fun little feature like that, that is awesome. This is a great paddle. The river here has been so fast lately. I've been having such a great time. Just non-stop speed through the river. Oh, my deer just leaving off into the woods, hearing me talk. I am having a great time. I think maybe an hour, hour and a half left at the most. First I was afraid I would get out of this river at 8 o'clock. Now I think 6:30. 6:37 might be more realistic. Maybe. If I were to do this again, I would bring a little bit more water. My second water bottle is half full right now, and I think I'm going to be perfectly fine. I'm not feeling too thirsty, but it always makes me worry a little bit. My video game mindset starts kicking in, like, you got to refill that before you get too tired. I'm just going to fall asleep here on the river. That's how it works in video games. You just fall asleep, wake up, and we'll crash again. Ah well, ah well. Heron just flew off, all perturbed. She'd been nesting in this tree. Oh, More beautiful river. Sweet. All right, I'm gonna paddle through it. Oh, there. 2 bald eagles. Awesome. Awesome, awesome. Yep. Having a good old time. Having a good old time. Coming up to where the river meets up with Okemos Road. Follows the river around the bend a little bit and then veers off in another direction. The time is 5:16, 5:17. Just switched while I was looking. Making good time. Making good time. I think more of these quick spots, even faster. Let's see what's around this bend. I believe, according to the map, around this bend is going to be some big, long, straightforward river. It's all right, though. What do we see? Yep, some more straight river. All right, I'm going to take a quick little break and then keep on going. Fast river and blue sky. What more could you want? Just got through another little quick bit. Just having so much fun. A couple of times I just felt my butt drop out from under me. Not like a huge amount, but it's significant and it's fast, and I appreciate it after this long paddle. Right. I believe this to be Kent Street. Headed under now. Make good time. Time on the clock is 6:05. Come on. Pretty tunnel. Oh yeah. Now that one's straight ahead. It is going to be tight. Made it. Oh man, there we go. Things got a little wonky here on the river. There we go. There we go-ish. Back to where you were. Oh, I got a little bit further to go. Oh shit. Alright. I gotta go kind of fast because what I thought was the spot that I was getting out was actually 96 the highway. But I've been making good time. I've been making really good time. Do not have much left to go. Once I get around some bends, it's going to be pretty much all north too, so the sun will be pretty up behind me. I will be paddling into some beautiful area. Good times. Alright, here's 96 up ahead of me. Looks like some other old structure is beside it. Yeah, it looks like a second bridge, a walking bridge. couple on. Oh, they don't see me. Too bad for them. This would be a beautiful view. Me, all glistening, paddling down a lovely river. I guess you probably don't want to look towards the highway. I guess that's why they don't look. Beautiful blue jay just flew by. So I come around the bend to the city of Portland. Here we are. I'm going to be getting out a little bit closer to downtown. Everybody wants to be a star. I think that there might be a place to get up right by the bridge. I'm going to pop on down there and see if I can't get up. This is where I'm going to get up. This is the park right by Bridge Street. This is where I want to be. I'm going to come around, see if it's a little easier to get up on this side. I see a spot where I can, here. But there might be a specific spot to do it. Not a specific spot here, but a good spot nonetheless. And this is where I said I would be. Alright. This is where I'm getting out. There's a playground or something right up top. I'm hoping that there's a parking lot where I can get my boat up on the car easy. And yeah, that's about that. Over the island, I'm gonna enjoy this tree fall.